Most people thought the Nazis controlled others through fear and violence, but behind the scenes was something even more effective: plan to change how people thought without them noticing. Deeper research revealed a psychological blueprint engineered to bypass resistance. At its heart was a three-part system designed not to break people, but to bend their minds gently until they didn't realize they'd changed. Step 1, thought loops. The first move was repetition, not to persuade, but to reprogram. Posters, radio slogans, school chants, simple messages over and over. It didn't matter if you agreed. The goal was familiarity, because once your brain hears something often enough, it stops questioning it. It begins to sound like your own thought. Doubt feels awkward, repeating feels easy. And that's where the shift begins, when your silence becomes your script. Step 2, authority anchors. Next came the experts, not generals, but doctors, teachers, scientists, trusted figures who wore symbols of certainty. Lab coats, uniforms, diplomas, they echoed the same beliefs, but now wrapped in reason, science, and trust. So when someone doubted the message, it felt like doubting logic itself. Dissent wasn't dangerous, it was irrational. And because these messengers looked like you, sounded like you, people didn't feel forced. They felt aligned. That's the trick. Authority didn't command, it mirrored. Step 3. Normalization nudges. The final move was the most invisible. It didn't shout, it whispered. The bakery down the street quietly stopped selling certain items. A neighbor removed a family photo from their wall. Small things, barely worth noticing, but each one signaled a shift in what was normal. And to stay safe, you matched those signals. You stood straighter, talked softer, hid more. Not because anyone told you to, but because you thought everyone else already had. That's how behavior spread, not through pressure, but through perception. And here's the terrifying part. By the time people realized what they were part of, they no longer recognized themselves as separate from it. They weren't just following a regime, they were participating in it, mentally, emotionally, socially. This was the blueprint. 1, loop the language. 2, anchor it to trusted voices. 3, normalize the silence. A system that didn't push people, it guided them quietly, invisibly, effectively. But here's the real insight. These tools weren't invented by the Nazis. They were simply refined. Today, repetition, authority mirroring, and normalization still shape behavior, online, in media, even in everyday choices. The system hasn't disappeared, it's just evolved. So how do you protect your mind? By staying alert to what you're repeating, by questioning who your trusted voices are, and by noticing when normal shifts without discussion, because the most dangerous kind of control is the kind you mistake for your own idea. Subscribe for more content like this.